Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 11th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Sunday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Sunday afternoon. And I hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to talk about the watches, warning, and advisory map here as you see on the screen. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the Columbia, South Carolina weather radar as well. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, Monday, and Tuesday. And also, we're going to take a look at the end of the video, we're going to take a look at the 7-day rainfall total across the nation. So I hope you stick around through the entire video and watch every bit of it. And also, that way, you can get a chance to see my forecast all the way through. Alrighty. Well, if you're a new viewer, have not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and we're going to go ahead and hop on into the forecast now and get the show on the road here, folks. Alrighty. We're going to start in the northeastern United States and work our way across the nation. Alright, we got some beach hazards up here in portions of Maine, all the way down into portions of Boston area, off the coastal areas there. Some air quality alerts down here in portions of southeast Pennsylvania and also western New York. Got some flood advisories up here in portions of the Washington, D.C. area, Maryland, and northern Virginia vicinity. Wind advisories over here in portions of southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, southwest Indiana, and western Kentucky. Also, we still got heat advisories, some special weather statement for southern Texas. A flash flood watch, the flood advisory is in effect for North Texas. We got some special weather statement for some low relative humidity over portions of northeast Minnesota. Got some area river and flooding going on in portions of South Dakota. Also, we're in portions of Idaho. Also, we're in portions of Nevada, southwestern portion of Arizona as well. Also a little bit right there in portion of western portions of Wyoming there too. Some flood advisories also in effect for portions of central and southwest Montana, southeastern Idaho. Also got flood watches in effect for the mountain areas and right along the Nevada-California border there as well. For some flash flooding possible from some severe thunderstorms and some showers. Special weather statements there for western Nevada. Hydro issues also for northeastern Nevada. Wind advisory for portions of eastern Arizona, southern portions of California. We have some red flag warnings in effect, and also some special weather statements for central and southern portions of New Mexico. Up here in Alaska, we got some flood advisories, flood watches in effect there, some special weather statements and wind advisory for central and eastern portions of Alaska. And the Hawaiian chain island there got a few gale warnings on the southwest side of the island. Alright, let's take a look at the weather radar across the nation. As you can see, we got that area of low pressure currently located over the central portion of the United States, Georgia, North Carolina, all the way back up into portions of West Virginia and Ohio, and also into the Ohio Valley, and the portions of Michigan and southern Canada, also back down in the portion of Missouri. Also got more rain showers extending over in portions of northwestern Missouri there as well. Scattered activity over portions of Louisiana, portions of southern Alabama, Mississippi over here as well, and southern Georgia, the Panhandle of Florida. Scattered activity also over here in portions of Nebraska through Kansas, back into Wyoming, Idaho, and Montana. Also over here in Northern California. Also more scattered activity over in Nevada, Utah, and northwestern Arizona, and southern and central California. Southern portion of Canada there as well. Also southeast Canada gets some scattered activity. Also off in the coastal waters there. Some widespread scattered activity down in the Bahamas and Cuba. Puerto Rico got a few scattered showers on the island. Also some scattered showers around the Hawaiian chain island as well. Guam radar is currently unavailable. And down here in the southwestern portion and southern portion of Alaska, We got a little bit of rain as I see. There it is. We got it. Alright, we got a widespread shower and thunderstorm activity extending from the Greenville-Spartanburg area back down to Anderson, back down the I-85 corridor, back into Georgia. To continue to move on off to the northeast. We got some scattered showers up here in portions of York and Lancaster counties. Also over here in portions of Chester County, and also over in the Kershaw and Sumter County area. All the way down toward the Orangeburg and Clarendon and Sumter County, Clarendon, down toward Walterboro, also down toward Buford. Got some more scattered activity just east of Aiken, back toward Barnwell, Bamberg, Orangeburg, all the way back down into Statesboro, Georgia. Also over here in portions of eastern Georgia there as well. Got a line of showers and storms trying to develop there as well. So expect some heavy downpours, some gusty winds, and maybe some lightning with these storms as they continue to track off to the east northeast over the next several hours to come. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is forecast for today. As you can see, we got general thunderstorms all the way up from portions of New Hampshire, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, all the way back into New York State, down into the Carolinas, Florida Keys, excuse me, all the way back to Texas, all the way back to portions of California, all the way into portions of Idaho as well, and Montana. We got a marginal risk for portions of California through Nevada back into Utah. We got a marginal risk also extended from over here in portions of Colorado, all the way back into central and southwest Texas, all the way to the Carolinas here, all the way back into Ohio, all the way back into portions of southern Missouri and Oklahoma there as well. We got a slight risk of severe weather over northern Texas, western Oklahoma into central Colorado. Slight risk also extends in northeast Texas, all the way through Arkansas, all the way into portions of southwest Ohio, all the way back into Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, also into portions of northern Louisiana. Got enhanced risk for severe weather for eastern Arkansas, all the way into northwest Georgia, all the way into portions of central portions of Kentucky and Tennessee. Alrighty, if you're in the enhanced risk in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Lexington, Fayetteville, Kentucky, Birmingham, Alabama, Knoxville, Tennessee. The slight risks include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Atlanta, Georgia, Colorado Springs, Colorado. The marginal risk, this includes Columbus, Ohio, Charlotte, North Carolina, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, and Reno, Nevada. Let's take a look at the tornado probability for today. We got 2% over in portions of Colorado, New Mexico, and western Oklahoma, and a little bit of northwest Texas. Also over here in portions of eastern Arkansas and the portions of southwest Ohio, through Kentucky, Tennessee, northwest Georgia, northern Alabama, northern Mississippi. If you're into 2%, this includes Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Fayetteville, Kentucky, Knoxville, Tennessee, and Huntsville, Alabama. The wind probability for today, we have a 5% of brown over in portions of California to Utah, from Colorado to Texas to the Carolinas, all the way into Ohio. 15% over here in portions of Texas, all the way back into Colorado. This is for eastern Texas, all the way into portions of Ohio, all the way back into Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and northern Louisiana and Arkansas there as well. We have 30% over here in eastern Arkansas, back into Kentucky, back into portions of Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi. And if you're in the 30%, this includes Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Lexington, Fayetteville, Kentucky, Birmingham, Alabama, Knoxville, Tennessee. 15% include Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Atlanta, Georgia, Colorado Springs, Colorado. 5% include Columbus, Ohio, Charlotte, North Carolina, Omaha, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, and Reno, Nevada. Let's take a look at the hail probability. We still have 5% portion of California into Utah, over here in Colorado to southwest Texas, all the way into the Carolinas and open into Ohio, and back to portions of southern Missouri and back in Oklahoma. 15% significant severe weather over in portions of Texas and Oklahoma, and also Colorado, over in central Texas, all the way into Ohio, back into Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama. 30% in eastern Arkansas, back into Kentucky. And if you're in the significant severe weather for today, for large hail, this includes Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, and Garland, Texas. The 30% include Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Lexington, Fayetteville, Kentucky, um, Huntsville, Alabama, and Chattanooga, Tennessee. 15% include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Denver, Colorado, Atlanta, Georgia, Colorado Springs, Colorado. 5% include Columbus, Georgia, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Reno, Nevada, and Shreveport, Louisiana. All right, let's move on to your day 2 outlook for severe weather. This is for your you can see we got general thunderstorm from Port of Maine all the way to the Carolinas, all the way back into northern Georgia, all the way back into southwest Texas, including the Florida Keys and the Florida area, all the way back into Colorado, Wyoming, back to Washington and Oregon State, California, Nevada, and Utah as well. Have a marginal risk over here in portions of Colorado, back into Texas, also back into where the panhandle of Texas that is. Also over here in portions of central and eastern Texas, all the way through the Carolinas, back up into the Washington, D.C. vicinity. Slight risk over northern central Texas. Also over here in portions of eastern Louisiana, all the way back into the Florida Panhandle, southern portions of Alabama, and southern portions of Mississippi as well. It include Dallas, Texas, or New Orleans, Louisiana, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Plano, Texas. The slight risks include Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Irving, Texas, Mobile, Alabama, and Jackson, Mississippi. Let's take a look at the tornado probability for your Monday. We're here in North Texas, 2%. Also over here in portions of Panhandle, Texas, and Colorado there. And if you're in the 2%, this includes Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, Carrollton, Texas, and Wichita Falls, Texas. Wind probability, 5% in portions of Colorado to the Panhandle of Texas, also in the central and west Texas, all the way to Washington, D.C., 15% down in portions of Louisiana to Mississippi and Alabama, Panhandle, Florida, also into northeastern portions of northeastern and north central portions of Texas, 5%. This includes Dallas, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Plano, Texas. 15% include Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Irving, Texas, Mobile, Alabama, and Jackson, Mississippi. The hail probability, still got 5% over in portions of Panhandle, Texas, and the Colorado. Also in the portions of central and eastern Texas, all the way into southwest Georgia. 15% over in north central Texas. 5% include Dallas, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Plano, Texas, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and Garland, Texas. 15% include Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Irving, Texas, Grand Prairie, Texas, and Carlton, Texas for large hail. Alrighty, well, let's move on to day 3. This would be your Tuesday forecast. We got general thunderstorm from Maine back into portion of New Hampshire and Vermont, portion of Boston area, also up in portion of western New York State through Pennsylvania and Ohio, all the way back to Illinois and southern Michigan. Also, we got general thunderstorm from portions of South Carolina, portion of North Carolina, all the way down to Florida, Florida Key, the Panhandle of Florida, all the way into central eastern Texas, to Oklahoma, all the way back into California, through portions of Oregon, northeastern portion of Washington State, Idaho, and western Montana. We got marginal risk down in portions of eastern Texas, all the way into portion of Alabama. Slight risk includes northeastern Texas, all the way into southwestern Arkansas and northwestern portion of Louisiana. The probability for your Tuesday will be 5% in the brown, 15% in the yellow. The 5% include Birmingham, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, Little Rock, Arkansas, Jackson, Mississippi, and Waco, Texas. The 15% include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, and Plano, Texas, and Garland, Texas for severe weather for your Tuesday. And finally, we're about to wrap it up with the rainfall totals across the lower 48. As you can see, the heaviest precipitation looks to be from portions of northeast Texas and Oklahoma all the way into Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina as well, all the way from Kentucky through portions of southern Illinois, Indiana, all the way into portions of the Great Lakes region, also back into Maine and southeast Canada. lighter amounts in the green, but that's still a good over an inch of rain pretty much across the eastern seaboard. Also, we got some heavy precipitation over here in portions of Colorado and Kansas, back into the Pacific Northwest, also in southwest Canada there as well. Portions of Washington and Oregon State, kind of lighter amounts. Portions of California, none to light amounts expected elsewhere. Alright, well I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, and consider subscribing. Love to have you. And we'll catch you back in the next video.